When new property tax assessments showed up at Vigo County businesses this week, it had owners talking. Some say values have been underassessed, but many more are shocked about a hefty tax increase. Sadie All joins us now. And Sadie, you talked with some business owners today. What did they say?
I did, and some say that they don't think the assessments add up. Others are worried the new taxes will jeopardize their business. There's a debate on whether this new generation of revenue will benefit Vigo County.
Two commercial properties next to the dance studio at 13th and Wabash don't look like they'd be worth $114,000. But according to a new tax assessment owner Brandon Halleck received this week, it says they are.
I was a little undervalued before, and yes, I would have been fine with the $30,000, $40,000 increase, so I was waiting for the assessed values to catch up with this. It's just not this.
Halleck says the parcels went from being assessed at $5,000 each to $57,000 each overnight.
Looking at a market value, though, is not truly a market value, and I'd like to see how they came up with some of those numbers.
Halleck plans to appeal his new assessment and says if it stays this way, it's not just business owners who'll be paying.
But I'll probably have to, raise my prices here at the dance studios.
Since Steve Ellis purchased property for his Top Guns shooting range, he says the store's assessed value went from $30,000 to $90,000.
Honestly, we will have to look at other alternatives as to maybe, quite frankly, selling and maybe even just going back to being a gun shop.
Not everyone feels the same as Halleck and Ellis. Several months ago, I sat down with Popeyes owner Scott Womack, who was very vocal about property values being underassessed. He says he, too, is surprised to see the values increase overnight, but owning multiple businesses around the state, he says this is fair.
That's our system, so, your assessment should be pretty close to what you paid for it or what the current market value is.
Womack believes this assessment will generate revenue for the Vigo County community. Others worry about business.
We've got so many empty buildings in our community right now, it doesn't do us any good to have more empty buildings.
Both Brandon Halleck and Steve Ellis say they would have rather seen their assessments increase over a few years. Ellis says it would have given his business time to grow into those payments.
Sadie, I'm curious, what did the county assessor say about this?
Well, Mike, I actually reached out a couple times today, and I even left a message, but I was told that the assessor would not be in the office today.
All right. Thank you, Sadie.
Thank you.